Hey everyone, welcome to the Horror Show. I'm Cecil Laird.
I'm in Fuego here.
Marsha Barker!
And we're back to do another in-theater review, you guys. We're a little bit late on this one, but we've had a lot going on this October. So, Marsha, what did we do today?
We got to go see Ouija 2. I was so excited. I was looking so much forward to this movie, and I was not disappointed.
It would technically be Ouija 0, I think, because it's a prequel, so Ouija Origin of Evil to be specific.
Directed by Mike Flanagan, who you know from Oculus, as well as Absentia, as well as, what did he just do, Fuego?
He did Hush, her favorite
Hush,
movie of the year.
Yeah, which I enjoyed all three of those, so I was really excited to check this one out, especially from the trailers that we got, because they were both really effective.
We weren't expecting much, and we watched that trailer, and we were like, whoa.
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
good.
So what we'll do is we'll do it like usual, go through the story, and then hit the acting, and then the rest of the bits of the movie in succession. So what did we think of the story in this one? Well, actually, Fuego, why don't you go through real quick and tell them a little bit about the story?
Okay, so you have a family of girls, 2 daughters and a mom, recently deceased father, and they're apparently pushing their adoration of the supernatural, or the lack thereof, as a fortune-telling scam type thing. And you know right off the bat that it's all smoke and mirrors and stuff, and that it's not real, but they seem genuine about they actually want to help people, which is the one thing that I found. They're trying to endear these people to you. So, it's well-intentioned, but they end up having an encounter with a Ouija board, the older daughter, at a party, and then, she in turn plants the seed in her mom's head to go pick one up, spice up the act, and then it just kind of goes from there. Possession of daughter, certain things we've seen before, but they handled it very, very well, and kind of broke the mold a little bit, I think, especially being a period piece. That I liked especially.
Yeah, it ultimately boiled down to another haunted house flick, realistically. But Marsha, what did you think of the story overall?
I loved it. I like how they didn't go demon. They went full-blown ghost story. That was cool.
Because they mention other types of spirits, but these are dead people, as opposed to something that was already in the darkness, like they talk about at one point.
Right.
So, yeah.
So that was a lot of fun when they brought the priest in. It wasn't like, I'm gonna go to church priest. It was their school priest that was there. I don't know if he was a teacher or principal.
He was the principal.
Was he the principal?
Principal,
Okay.
father, or whatever. I didn't like him very much, but we'll get to that.
Well, I thought it was interesting that they went that route. It was a different way to go about it. Instead of someone going to their actual priest, like a member of the congregation going to their priest saying, "Help me, my daughter is possessed." And it really wasn't the mom; it was the sister. And I really enjoyed the acting and the characters and the story. They really played the story really well. And I like how they actually had history of being in a real fortune teller, being a vessel, and being able to talk to the other side of the world, and how the mom actually thought it was hocus pocus, and that's why she created this business.
Maybe it skips a generation or whatever.
Right, and then she's like, "Oh wow, it really is real, and my daughter has it." So
I thought it was funny though that she's a fortune teller and sending her kids to Catholic school. I thought that was kind of amusing. I'm just like, there's conflict of interest here, maybe a little bit. But
maybe it's just one of the best schools around. Who knows?
Yeah.
I enjoyed the story. I thought it played out well. There was a lot of jump scares in this one.
Oh, yeah.
You got jumping.
A lot of times.
If you're more a fan of like the slow setup tension stuff, there's a little bit of that, but it's definitely more jump scare heavy. But I didn't think it was to a tremendous detriment. I still enjoyed a majority of the movie, and I thought the design of the daughter when she was sort of in possession mode was always really creepy, and actually quite reminiscent of the original Lights Out short, actually.
Right,
Yeah, but the eyes and the
and this creepy smile and the big mouth and stuff. I thought that was always really cool, and they used it a lot more than I thought they would. I thought we probably got most of that mouth elongation, which I've said before that I love in movies.
You out.
Creeps me out.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of that, and we got sort of, like you said, a mishmash of stuff we've seen before. Her crawling on surfaces other than the floor, and just looking creepy. But they actually
pulled backwards. That scene was really cool.
That was really
the neat thing about this is it was one of the more effective PG-13 horror movies.
Yes.
Big time. Yeah.
Because there was no blood
None.
that I can recall.
Donuts. Yeah.
But it was still effectively, jumpy.
And there's a
So,
little bit of blood on that blade that one time, but
Yeah, but that and nothing.
it's
nothing,
not a gory movie by any means.
No.
No.
No. So let's jump into the acting, you
Yeah.
guys. Now,
Good.
the acting was pretty solid all around. I thought
Except for the father, he was he was the weak link for me. I thought the family was great. All three of those girls did a great job.
I thought specifically the little girl did a really good job because she had to switch back and forth a little bit between her personalities at times, and I thought that was really good. And by the way, us talking this much about the little girl isn't a spoiler because they lay it out in the trailer that this is sort of what's going on.
Right.
So yeah, easily, plain and clear.
What did you guys think?
I actually like the fact that the trailers downplayed the sister's role in the whole thing. She was just as an important key as the little one.
I
And
felt
the-
like she was the main character, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, like it was her story that she was telling. So, pretty much like the whole time through. So it was really interesting, and I thought the acting was phenomenal by everyone. I guess the priest didn't bother me that much. His role wasn't there a lot, so it didn't really take away from the movie. But I hear what you're saying. Like it wasn't as strong as the female actresses.
Not at all. Not at all. The girls set the benchmark really high, and the two males that are in the movie, I thought they were just kind of
Yeah.
throwaway, but that's
Yeah.
just me,
Now let's get into the sound design a
Oh,
little
wow.
bit
It was
because I
amazing.
thought this was really well done and the music complemented it and you could tell there was an underlying score at the right times.
Right.
But the use of the sounds to convey horror is getting better and better. I
The
think.
cracking of bones, the whispering of a dozen voices.
Oh, yeah,
it was
the-
all very well done.
When they were doing the whispers, it was
It was hella creepy.
it was really well done audio wise and visually as well because it was her eyes would be whited out and she had the elongated face and she'd be whispering or consuming the whispers depending on what part of the movie you're referring to, and you would just hear the hundreds of, and it's so creepy.
Totally effective.
And there
Yeah.
were some sort of James Wanian reminiscent shots where he had a shot in the most recent Conjuring movie where we had a main character in focus on the right, and then our little girl character that was possessed in that movie was blurred in the background.
But she's all
But she kind of turned into an old man in the background, and this was, we saw the little girl in the foreground on the left blurred out while the family comes home in the background in focus, but at first she's all wide-eyed and big mouth, and then as soon as they walk in the room the eyes go back to normal and she just kind of turns slowly, and it's like there was some effective stuff like that at times.
Yeah, totally effective reminder that she was constantly in flux, like the whole time. The spirits were grasping her and then backing off, and it was interesting ebb and flow. I think.
Well, and that sort of camera work also speaks to the, cinematography, which I thought was really effective as well.
Yeah.
The positioning of the camera, and not only that, but the use of those positions. It's not only an odd angle, but then they do something like she comes in over the top from that perspective, and you're like, oh, whoa, what the heck?
yeah. Where'd she come from? Oh.
Yeah.
Even when they spun the game around, I thought that was kind of a cool just turn of the camera and stuff, and
Yeah, definitely effective, creative, and well done on the cinematography side of things. Now,
yeah, even for the fact that it was 1962, it felt effective as far as, from the hair and makeup to the vehicles, everything was totally authentic and solid.
The dialogue was spot on as well.
yeah,
It didn't
feel forced.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes it does.
Felt natural for
Yeah.
sure. I thought, and I thought the young, teenage boy actor was pretty good too.
Yeah.
He
was
felt
alright.
sort of right out of a
We
Stephen
can
King
keep
book,
Steve.
actually.
We can
some
keep
ways.
Steve.
Yeah, he was very Steve-ish, yeah. So we talked a little bit as far as effects go about the little girl and the things they used for her and moving around and whatnot, but that wasn't the only thing that they utilized effects for. And again, they hinted at it when she holds the thing up over her eye in the trailers. What did you guys think of some of those effects that I'm alluding to?
I love the ghosts. I thought they did a really cool thing where when she looks through the planchette, you see hints
Is that what
of
that
the
thing's called?
Yep.
planchette.
Yep.
I've never played Ouija, so I don't know.
Yep.
So you see like the ghost, and it was just like it was a smoke creature, ghost like totally blacked out with.
I
with
thought it
eyes.
looked almost oily, oil, not like flowing oil, but
Not-
like oil black, like smooth, shiny.
That's what I thought too. It looked almost
Really?
like rubbery,
Yeah,
kinda sticky,
almost
plasticky.
gimpish,
I guess because it's not quite outcasty, but it's
Oh, no,
not.
not
It's
to
not
that
quite
degree.
supernatural either. I would say it's a little bit in between them.
I thought they were way more formed than those.
Oh yeah, they look
Yeah.
like full-on
well, no,
creatures.
Formed,
Like
but I'm just
like
saying the texture of it.
Oh, the texture.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I thought it was definitely more oil looking. I don't know.
I didn't
It
get
was
that.
it was
Those
it was
shots creeped me
intriguing
out,
to look
though.
at.
Yeah.
In other
Yeah.
words,
Well,
you
it
know.
was there was one part that was really cool is where it was very prominent and kind of reaching into her to signify her like it possessing her.
I thought that was one of the best scenes in the entire
yeah.
movie.
I
Yeah.
thought the graphics. I just want to get back to the special
Sure.
effects. That
Yeah.
was well done as well. It didn't give me that CGI feel. I was
Mm-hmm.
really into it. Nothing took me out of the movie.
Sometimes the mouth thing might have pushed the boundary,
A little overdone, maybe.
but you know you forgive it because it's still such a creepy look.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think that covers most everything I wanted to say. Do you guys have anything left to say about it?
Just go watch it.
Definitely watch it. I want to at least say, without spoiling anything, I had some trouble with the resolution of the film. I felt like they were trying to
I
figure out
actually
how
liked
to
that.
end it.
No,
and
I
they-
liked the resolution of the film. It was very reminiscent of some of the darker horror movies that I've seen, and it didn't, because that's the thing. That's unfortunately the tendency with the PG-13 horror movies is they tend to have a bit more of the gee, okay ending, and
But
Bright
this
and
really
shiny, we
wasn't.
did it!
Yeah.
And it actually tied into the original Ouija movie,
Which I have not
you
seen.
Didn't,
You have, right?
Oh,
right.
okay, I
There,
didn't
there
remember how.
there was things that they mentioned. I won't ruin it for you, so because maybe you want to watch it, just kind of help you.
I'm more inclined after watching this.
Yeah, but
Because this I really liked.
But yeah, the way they kind of resolved it in certain aspects of the ending and the resolve reflect back to the original movie.
Okay.
So it was a nod to that. Okay.
I didn't remember that, but I still really liked the ending. So I guess whether you've seen it or not, if you have seen it, you'll like it. If you haven't seen it, there's a chance it could go either way. But
The ending
I
didn't
dug it.
ruin the movie for me. Let's say that. I really enjoyed this flick, and I definitely recommend checking it out.
Yeah.
And I got to say, yeah, specifically, just as it just occurred to me, the acting of the older sister was tremendous.
It
Very
was.
good.
Very
She
like
carried a weight, and it was great.
very affecting at,
All the way
at
through.
particular points. Yeah.
All the way through.
She goes
So-
through the ringer, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
So thanks very much for watching, you guys. That's going to cover our opinions on Ouija or Ouija, Origin of Evil. Because I know we're going to get comments saying it's Ouija, and some are going to say it's Ouija.
Tomato, tomato. Come
we'll
on.
just cover it both ways.
And always remember, guys, to like, share, subscribe here. Show us a little bit of love, for covering 2 horror episodes a day for you guys. Whether it's a review, a how-to, convention coverage, trailer reactions, we are constantly doing stuff.
So thanks very much. I've been Cecil Laird.
Gracias. I've been Jaime Fuego.
And I'm March Parker.
Until next time, remember,
Stay
stay scared.